All right, we're going to be graphing these guys right here. And so what I want to show you here is how you can graph these very quickly using the pattern that we learned in example 3. And I copied and pasted it down here. So basically from the vertex, you go over 1, up 1. And then you go over 2, up 4. And then you go over 3, up 9. Okay, the one small modification that I want to make now is what happens now, because this is useful for functions that look like this, x minus h squared plus k. Okay, but what happens if you add in an a right here? What does the a do to the graph? Well, what you do then to the pattern is you're always going to go over 1, over 2, up 3, but now when you do your vertical, here you're going to do 1 times a. Here 4 times a, 9 times a. And the same thing over here. Multiply that by a, multiply that by a, and multiply that by a. So you're going to see that here in this next pattern when we're doing these next problems here. So let's see this guy right here. All right, so this is the original graph here, but again, we don't need that now because we can graph it quicker. So we're just going to get rid of that. And let's graph this guy first here. So first of all, we have a horizontal shift of 4 units to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this -2 right here means that I go down 2. So I'm going to go over 4, down 2. Okay, most important point right here, the vertex. Now from that point, we're going to go over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. But now check this out though. Check this out. Remember, we have to multiply by a, right? So think of this as our a. It says like -1. Well, if I multiply over 1, up 1 times a, well, a is -1. So 1 times 1 is -1, which means now instead of going up 1, I'm going to go down 1. Okay, see what I'm doing here? The a value is -1. Look down here. If I multiply 1 times -1, it's -1. So instead of going up, I have to go down. Because it's negative. If it's positive, it's going to go up. If it's negative, it's going to go down. Okay? So I'm going to go over 1, down 1. How about right here? Over 2. Instead of going up 4, because I do 4 times a, well, 4 times -1 is -4, so I'm going to go over 2, down 4. Over 2, down 4. And that's enough points right there to make our quadratic. So this right here is h of x equals -x plus 4 squared plus 2. Let's check out this guy right here. I have a horizontal shift to the left 1 and then a vertical shift up 1. But it's negative, so I'm going to go over 1, down 1. Over 1, down 1. Over 2, down 4. Right there. So that quadratic will look like so. And make sure you label it. Okay, now what about this guy? -2 x squared plus 3. All right, well, you may look at this now like, wait a minute, it looks kind of different from all these. Well, you can think of this as being -2 times x minus 0 squared plus 3. Meaning, does this graph have a horizontal shift? Is it going to move to the left or right? Well, no, right? Because this is -0, so you're not going to move to the left or right at all. So there's no shift at all left or right, but it does have a vertical shift of 3. So that means the vertex is going to start at 3. Okay? It's going to start right here at 3. I think I'll do it in black here. Now watch this. I usually go over 1, up 1 times a. But my a is -2, so over 1 times 1 times -2. 1 times -2 is -2, so that means I'm going to go down 2. Oh, over 1, down 2. Directly. And then over 2, you do 4 times a. So now it's going to be 4 times -2, which is 8, -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now this guy is going to look like so. And that's going to be my j of x equals negative 2x squared plus 3. Okay, so this pattern is freaking helpful. You don't have to do any tables. Nah, man. Tables are weak sauce. We don't got to do no tables here. And you can just use the pattern to get that guy.